All right, in this project, which I've titled the Cartoon Project, we're going to be learning about a couple different effects in Photopea, and we will be, first off, we're going to be exploring the photo filters. We're going to be making some new layers. We'll be using the brush tool and coloring in different colors. So let's go ahead and get started. In this picture or in this project, you can either take a picture of yourself or use a photograph of someone else. So let's go ahead and open up our picture. You're going to be using your own photograph, and then go to Filter, Filter Gallery. Now this filter gallery is going to take a second for it to open up, so just wait. And then it opens up really big here. I wish I could zoom out, but I can't. Go to over here, go to the halftone pattern, and put the contrast at about 20. And then for the size of the pattern, I'd put it at about 3. I'm just going to go ahead and type it in 3. You want your pattern to be a dot, and let's go ahead and run this. So it's going to run this effect, and you'll see that it does this kind of poster magazine effect on it. Now, what we want to do is select the white and then delete all of that from the image. So let's go ahead and zoom in, and then we're going to switch over from our object selection tool to our magic wand. And we want to make sure that contiguous is unchecked. So let's zoom in really close and try to select the right part of the image. So now it's selected all of the white, and I'm zooming out, Control minus, and then on my keyboard, I'm just going to push the delete key. So I push delete, and you may not notice what went on, but let's remove the selection. So let's go to select, deselect, and now we're seeing all this transparent information. So let's go ahead and make another layer, and this layer we're going to drag beneath. So what we want to do is fill this layer white. So we're going to go Edit, Fill, and we're going to fill it in white. Okay, so look kind of back to where we started there. Now go ahead and make one more layer. This one we're just going to click on it, and we want this one to be in the middle. So this is a transparent layer. It needs to be in the middle. We've got our background image, we've got our transparent one, and we have this white layer. Now we're going to go to our brush tool. Go ahead and click on your brush tool. And if you click on this right here, that's your foreground color. So that's the color that you brush your colors in. Go ahead and pick a skin tone color. You can kind of mess around. You can try and go realistic, or you can mess around too and make some funny colors. So we're going to brush in here, and if your brush is really small, it's going to take you a while to fill in. So you can use your square brackets to make the brush larger, or you can go over here and make your brush larger this way. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a big brush, and I'm going to brush over and not worry if I'm perfect on the edges, because I can just use my eraser tool and I can adjust. So I'm going to make on the fly. I'm just using the square brackets on my keyboard if I want to make the brush a little smaller or larger. So let's just go ahead and color in his skin tones. And on the edges, I can come back later and clean it up. I'm kind of moving a little fast. I'm spilling over a little bit into his shirt, but I just want to fill it in pretty quick. I don't want to take too long on that part. Now, let me show you what we can do here. We filled in the whites of his eyes. We don't necessarily want to do that. So here's a couple of things. We can either switch our foreground color to white, and then just make our brush smaller and brush in white over here. Or you could also go to the eraser tool, and you could just erase that part of the image. So let me show you what's going on here beneath. Let's turn off some layers. Let's turn that layer off. So that's what we're doing. We're just kind of on this layer beneath, we're coloring in. And so like I was showing you on the shirt there, zoom out just a little bit, Control minus. So here's my eraser tool. I can just go through here and take a little bit more time and clean up his shirt here. So now let's go ahead and color in the shirt. Let's give him, I don't know, I like blue. Let's give him a blue shirt. Let's do light blue. So you can go over here. If to your swatches and have a couple different colors to choose from really quickly. If you don't see your swatches, you can go over here to Window and go down to Swatches. So that should open it up. So now my foreground color is blue. I'm going to make a bigger brush. And what happened? Okay, so I'm over here trying to brush, and I'm like going, what's going on? Well, I'm on the eraser tool. Let's go back to the brush. Okay, so now I'm on the brush. And now I'm just going to brush in. There we go. Now we're brushing. I had picked up the eraser tool, and I was trying to color. That doesn't work. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. And because I know how like the edges are, I can just kind of go over and not worry about what I'm doing there. So I'll probably just go through and do this rather quickly. But take your time as you're going through this. All right, I want to give them white teeth. I can go back to my eraser tool. So I can either go click on the eraser or I can push E on the keyboard, and that goes to the eraser tool. And clean up his teeth. Okay. Oh, maybe I'll color in the earrings. I'm going to go back to the brush tool. I can push B, and that goes right to it. Small brush. Let's go over, and I want like a yellow. So I can fill in. I'm going to make a smaller brush and just kind of fill in some parts of his earrings. This one doesn't have a whole lot. A little out of the lines there. What else can we do? So I filled in his shirt. What I can also do, let me show you another trick, is let's make another layer over here. Let's go over here and make another layer. We're going to put this layer beneath the skin tones that we've done. And now we're going to go to the gradient tool. So over here is our gradient tool. I'm going to click and hold down, show you that's the gradient tool. Now up here we have a couple more options. Click on that triangle. And we have a bunch of different presets that we can choose from. The first one is actually whatever your foreground and your background colors are. So you could make your own custom one if you wanted to, or you could just choose from some of these presets. Let's go with this one. And now I'm on layer 3, and I'm just going to click here and drag over. And if I want a straight line, I can hold shift. And so what that's going to do is that's going to make this cool pattern on the background. Now you see it goes through on his eyes and his teeth. Let's just go to the eraser on that. I pushed E. I'm going to make a bigger brush, and I'm just because I want him to have white teeth. And there we go. We've kind of done a basic. Oh, now that I zoomed out some of his shirt. So let me go there and finish that up. Let me go to my brush. Oh, here's another little trick. If I push I can go to the eyedropper and I can sample that blue. So that's my foreground color. Go to my brush and let's finish off shirt. Although maybe you like the little red thing. It was kind of cool. So there we go. That's kind of the cartoon project. It's a simple learning filters using your brushes to color in. There you go. Look forward to seeing what you guys are going to make, and let me know if you have any questions. Send me a chat. Thanks a lot.